Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey here once again with all of the latest going on around America's team. We're going to begin with an update on the Kelvin Joseph situation. Stephen Jones saying the Cowboys are kind of still gathering information. They'll be patient there. Clarence Hill, who broke the news yesterday in the afternoon, Kelvin Joseph is at voluntary workouts for the Cowboys. He is still there. I will make note that Dallas PD, per the Dallas Morning News, said that Joseph could still face charges from the still ongoing murder case. And as we did spend some time on, well, the entire video, I should say, yesterday, the future of Joseph, both legally and football-wise, is still very murky. This is a process, and everyone has to have patience. It is not going to be solved, figured out, finalized in a 72-hour span as quick as this has moved to an extent. So that's the latest on Kelvin. If you're wondering about what the Cowboys could do, cut or keep, replacements, the need for the draft, all that stuff, check out our video from yesterday. I know a lot of you guys are subscribed and haven't watched it because I have the analytics in front of me. So make sure you guys are subscribed and turn those noties on here at the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, please go subscribe. Let's talk trade now. A.J. Brown to the Cowboys. We're doing it again because every time a big-name receiver becomes available, the Cowboys, who have a self-admitted need at receiver, are trying to get help. Now, background here on A.J. Brown. He did not report to voluntary workouts for Tennessee. His quarterback didn't either, by the way. He also removed Tennessee from his bio, as he is clearly and more or less openly said on Twitter, is looking for a massive new contract. And given this offseason, there are trade rumors and hopes and speculation and an idea consistently in what's been a pretty wild offseason so far. Now, I will make note there was also a YouTuber, Long2 Vlog, who just puts out takes it from NFL Network and posts it on his channel, which is stealing and copyright if we're being honest here. But he, in his headline, or he, she, they, whatever it is, that YouTube channel, said that NFL Network reported Brown has interest in Dallas. It's not clickbait. That's a lie. That was not said at any point by Peter Schrager. That's just straight up fake news. So if you see that out there, no. That is not the case for A.J. Brown. He is among the wide receivers who wants to get paid by his current team. The Dallas connection is pure speculation, not actually been said by A.J. Brown. Don't let the fake news YouTubers tell you otherwise. Brown falls in the category of Deebo Samuel, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, who at various points we've talked about here on this channel, and I know many of you want to get a player. I remember which Twitter account mentioned that Brown had tweeted out. Maybe it was the Ari Merov, My Sports Update guy. Brown had pulled off his Twitter bio. I go in the comments, and all I see is just, he's a Cowboy. He's a Cowboy hundreds of times. It's like, no, he's not. Come on, guys. Be honest with me. This isn't the Cowboys' MO. We'll spend some more time on this here, but I want to hear from you first. What's the % chance the Cowboys trade for a star wide receiver? This is the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes on YouTube, I want you guys to take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. I'll be Debbie Downey here. Get it? It's kind of funny. Don't get your hopes up. We've been over this. There's no real way in which the Cowboys choose to go get a player of A.J. Brown's caliber, even if he was available. That's not their MO. Think about it from this standpoint first. The cost of what it would take. A.J. Brown is not the caliber of receiver as Tyreek Hill or as Davante Adams. But he is younger, and he is a number one guy. So I think the trade value is probably about this, about what it was for Davante Adams. I actually went a little bit lower on this one. It's a first and a second. That is a lot to give up for a number one receiver who you are then going to pay upwards of $25 million. For a player, by the way, who we complained about Amari Cooper's production last year. A.J. Brown did miss some time like Cooper. Their production was very similar. Now, you'd argue, well, DK Metcalf or the Dak Prescott Rentano, and I agree. But you're going to pay that guy at least $25 million, I'd figure? Nah, not a chance. There's no way Catboy would go about it that way. So I understand the desire to get a big-time receiver. I'd say keep an eye out for the draft as opposed to trading for somebody this year. The Cowboys Report, folks, is also on Rumble. On Thursdays live, the last true live, or planned live, if news happens, we'll adjust, but the last planned live until the NFL Draft, we've got Cowboys Report After Hours. So make sure you follow us. That'll be on Rumble only, rumble.com/CowboysTV. We've got free and uncensored content over there. I can drop more F-bombs if needed. There's also, beyond us from Chat Sports, there's other sports, news, politics, tech, and business videos as we try to grow to platforms that you guys use. So if you haven't already, please go follow us at rumble.com/CowboysTV. Next up is the Mel Kiper Todd McShay combo mock draft. Those two took turns doing draft picks for the first 3 rounds. In the end, Kiper took the evens, so he made all the picks for the Cowboys, and it sucks once again. Kiper, who I was being lazy, I don't know, boring, made the exact same first 2 picks in round 1 that he did on a previous video that, again, we broke down. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I'll recap my thoughts quickly here. Arnold Katie, because he wanted an edge, but all the guards were there. All the centers were there. It made no sense to me. And then mentioned Abraham Lucas because, hey, right tackle. You have Terrence Hill. He's going to be your starter. You need a guard. So Kiper, as we've said before on this channel, missed the mark pretty badly. But, hey, he went to the 3rd round this time. Bit of a surprise pick to me. Bo Melton, the receiver from Rutgers. Now, I like Melton. He's fast, and he's a sleeper. And we'll spend some more time on him. But 3rd round for Bo Melton is a pretty substantial reach, and I'm not a fan of this pick or this mock altogether. So I want you guys right now to grade it for me. A, B, C, D, or F in the comment section. If the Cowboys actually did this, I would be pretty damned upset. There is a scenario in which Ebiketie could make some sense, but I think you're talking about all the other players you want are gone. And I like Lucas, but not as a fit in Dallas. So I'm going to give it a D or an F. And I want to hear from you guys right now in the comments section. Back now to some more Bo Melton conversation here. Again, I do like the player. I got an early 5th round grade on him. He was mostly an outside guy for Rutgers. I think profiles as a slot in the NFL. Not a ton of kick return experience. He lived on screens. 24 catches of his 55 were on screenplays, so there was some really good yard after the catch production there. 4.3, 4.40. He's very fast. Possession value is a gunner. The issue is, again, the testing I thought was better than the film. He had to be schemed for. The QB was bad at Rutgers, but I think you're hoping he could be a Percy Harvin type of guy. 3rd round is rich for him. End of the 4th round? Sure, I'm on board there, but top 90? It's not where he's going to be on my board. So this is the Mel Kiper, really, / Todd McShay mock draft, because they rotated picks, right? Ebiketie, Abraham Lucas, and Bo Melton. Here's why this mock sucks. It could have been this. It could have been Zion Johnson, George Pickens, and Sam Williams. All 3 guys were available at the respective picks as Kiper and McShay went back and forth. If you give me Zion Johnson, George Pickens, Sam Williams, just the outfield with Sam Williams, that is a home run draft. So my draft is awesome for the Cowboys. The Kiper mock draft is not awesome. And you can't say it's not realistic because I used the same order, just who was available at that time, although I do think Pickens goes sooner, and I think Sam Williams could go sooner. Maybe Zion's, maybe they're all gone. But you could have done a lot better in this particular mock draft than what Kiper actually did, as ESPN continues to miss the mark on what the Cowboys actually need in the draft this year. So there's one right answer to this question. Whose mock draft was currently, whatever proper tense of the verb is, who's better? TD for me, Tom Downey, or KMs for Kiper / McShay. I am humble, Jeremy. I am the most humble person that I know. Let me know whose mock draft was better in the comments section. Couldn't keep a straight face there. We're back again on the whole Kyler Murray stuff, which is, I don't know. I guess it comes to being America's team, whatever. Background again here. Murray reportedly is not going to play for the Cardinals without a new deal. He wants to get paid. His agent put an offer into Arizona that has since been pulled. off the table after no counter offer. And now the Cowboys are linked, quote unquote, because a betting site, oddschecker.com, has the Cowboys as the betting favorite to acquire Kyler Murray if he doesn't play for the Cardinals next year. It's Arizona minus 500, Cowboys plus 800, then Atlanta plus 1,000, the field plus 1,000, Steelers, Eagles, Texans on there. Feels like they could have been a little bit more specific. The Cowboys at plus 800, folks, is bait. Absolute bait. Now, we've talked about this like 2 months ago. This is before Amari got traded and got very little back, and I thought he might go for a lot more. So if you've been subscribed, youtube.com/CowboysTV, if you haven't hit the big red button, join us, free videos every single day, you know there is a 0% chance this happens. In fact, somehow, the math works out, it makes so much negative sense, it's coming back around to almost being positive sense for it to happen. Yeah, that's how the math works. It's flat, right? It's a circle. There's no way. The Dak contract is not tradable right now by choice. You trade away Dak right now, you have a $76.2 million dead cap charge if you trade him away. That is $56.5 almost million more than his current hit. It is, to be blunt, stupid. If you are floating out trade for Kyler Murray seriously beyond like being funny, being a troll, or trying to bait people in, you are not operating in the same reality that the rest of the world is. There is a 0% chance Kyler Murray even has a chance of coming to the Dallas Cowboys. Just to be clear, in all the multiverses that exist, none of them have Kyler on the Cowboys right now.